All right. And what's up, guys? It's your boy Dom, and as you can see, I'm a little sweaty. We just had the connection cut out completely. Shout out to anybody who's still with us. Um, and anyway, um, yeah, I took off the hat for a second because man, shit's just it's too sweaty out here.
Yep.
Yeah, and anyway, I don't know what to say, man. All right, so we're talking about the Lakers, and we're talking about the most important thing. Oh yeah, which was Black Lives Matter, and how a lot of the messaging surrounding the NBA is going to be focused around Black Lives Matter and about things that are bigger than basketball per se and stuff.
Right.
Um,
That's absolutely amazing. I love that.
well, it's necessary.
Exactly.
It sucks that it's not clear enough to some people already. But but I do I do believe it. I do, of course. Yeah, I do love it. It's great to see. Um, anyway, so getting back to the Lakers in the lineup, who's starting? It's LeBron, AD.
It's gonna be Braun AD. Probably. I heard that Kuzma was day to day.
Kuzma's day to day.
It'll probably be, and I don't know about Rondo. It's probably gonna be Rondo, Green, Braun AD, and McGee.
That sounds good to me.
Yeah.
Rondo, Green, Brown, AD, McGee. That's really this classic lineup. Obviously,
And then you'll get J.R. Smith off the bench.
who I want. I want somebody to come in for. I want Rondo off. Obviously, we said so. Dwight Howard, Avery Bradley are sitting out for reasons for like social justice, right?
Well, Bradley opted out.
He opted out for social justice, right?
Yeah.
And then same with Dwight Howard, right?
No, Dwight Howard's in the bubble though. I don't think he's playing. I didn't see him on
Oh,
number 12, but I believe he is playing.
okay. I think he decided that playing would also be a way for him to show his. It's really. It's about the NBA players showing. It's about everybody showing support in their own way. It's about everybody's. It's about everybody's on the same team. Just gotta express
Exactly.
it in their own way. It's all. But anyway, um, back to the shit that we like talking about. The basketball. Um, yeah, I think. I remember how hyped we were when Kawhi was thinking about signing with the boys, and he didn't. Um, and we were pissed. Um, but basically, the team that we have, it should be good enough.
Yeah.
It's more balanced than it would have been like that for sure, and
Definitely.
it's looked good enough this year. We just got to continue on that pace we were at, pick up where we left off, and even take it one step further. Like this means something to Braun. Like Braun has been the guy about social justice. You don't think it means something to him to, you know, send a message and all? It's about everybody sending a message in their own way, And King James, and a lot of these guys like to do a lot of talking on the court, and with their play. You know what I mean?
Ah, that's right.
I mean, it's really. I guess it's really hard to. It's really hard to say, and to be honest, this could be looked at as a flawed view, but at a very entry level point, it's very pure and it's good. To me, like the first time I heard about racism existing was like first grade, and I was like, wait, but why would they say that everybody couldn't be on the Mariners or the Seahawks, who's like a different color of skin? Like that didn't make any sense to me, right? It would just
Right.
destroy the team. And then I was like, so, sports was my, like, I didn't know how smart, different, you could have convinced me if, as a kindergartner, if my parents are not racist. I grew up in a great home that taught me, good values, but if, say, my parents did teach me that type of thing, which is what happened to a lot of people in past generations, I wouldn't have, without sports, I wouldn't, that's one thing that I wouldn't have had that blatantly shows you the opposite blatantly shows you that the color of skin you have does not affect much at all. Anyway, we're not a political channel. We're a sports channel, and the Lakers are scheduled to tip off in 5 minutes. Jack, 5-minute roundup on the Lakers.
I think they're gonna be pushing the pace. They're gonna look to run in transition, and they're gonna be looking for open shots.
Right. Like we were saying before, it's about beating the Clippers. These last 3 regular season games aren't a big deal. We got to get into the playoffs, and we got to win there. But every game matters at the same time, right?
That's right.
So it's just going to be awesome to watch. We're excited to watch. We've heard people talk about basketball way too much since we've seen it happen last. And yeah, can't wait to watch it. Now, we're gonna preview the Mariners game as well. That's at 6:40. And maybe we'll just read out the lineup. It's the rubber match of the series. We previewed it last night after the game, after the win. Obviously, we're looking to win this series, guys. Huge game for the M's too here. And this is tomorrow. We've got our home opener.
Right.
Which unfortunately, I bet you, me and Jack combined have been at probably every home opener since we were babies.
That's right.
So this is the first one that neither of us will be at. It's a little bit sad.
Yeah.
Just because it's illegal.
Yeah.
Marco Gonzalez and Dylan Bundy, as Jack told you guys last night. Bundy pitched well, has a 1.35 ERA, and won his first start, and then Marco Gonzalez took the loss, unfortunately, with this, and had a 6.23 ERA going into it. But the series is all that matters. Let's get our first series win of the season.
Yes.
This is big, and we're not taking it as we were saying at the beginning of the season. It's about 2.7.
Wait a minute.
What?
I just realized something.
What?
Trout is out of the lineup.
All right. So surprising development here. Mike Trout is out tonight. That's too bad. That's weird.
It's a little surprising to me.
It's a little surprising to me. Yeah, they've got Fletcher. They've got Goodwin batting second, then Rendon, Upton, Ohtani, Pujols, Ward, Stacy, and Rengifo. I hate Rengifo. Jack, you remember how many times
Rengifo, yeah.
You know how many times I've hated that guy. I've told you I hate that guy. Max Stacy is becoming a new guy that I hate too. Every time, I hate the Angels catcher no matter who it is. Hank Conger, Chris Iannetta. I don't care who the Angels catcher is. I hate you, Martin Maldonado. I don't care who you are. If you're the Angels catcher, I hate you no matter what.
He's the Astros catcher now.
Exactly, but when he was the Angels catcher is when I started hating him.
Exactly, yeah. Dude, I don't prefer Lucroy is still there.
Fuck. I liked Lucroy as a player way, before that, but obviously not then. And so our lineup, we've got Crawford leading off. I like that. We'll see how it works. Might as well try it out if you're gonna mix the lineup up like a madman all the time. Tim Lopes batting second. Okay. We'll see how it works out, right? He's a hot bat. We'll ride him. One thing I automatically don't like, Dylan Moore out of the lineup. Dude's been hot. Why would you sit him?
Exactly.
This is not... That's a bad decision. Hey, Service, why would you do that? I just don't understand. Why would you do that? What were you saying?
I was going to say that I think Lopes has earned that second spot, though, for today at least, because he's come up with some really, really key clutch on this series.
Tim Lopes has been a great hitter, I have to say. He's been doing his job every time he's called upon lately.
Yep.
But moving down the lineup, Kyle Lewis obviously is our MVP so far. The team, Kyle Seager, and should be batting third from here on out. We're building around Kyle Lewis as far as this year's lineups,
Yep.
Seager, batting cleanup, hitting 4. Marmolejo's first base.
Yep.
So you guess what? Yesterday,
We're giving Evan White a day off would have made like a spectacular games. No, 2 games in a row made amazing diving plays.
Hey, tell me if I'm not knocking on the wood enough or correctly, because for some reason, every time I say, "Oh, we should do Kyle Lewis, Crawford, Evan White, like in the lineup every day," no, let's put Marmolejos at first base. Which, by the way, I forgot to mention. Yesterday, I found out that Marmolejos is the ultimate Florida boy. He's from South Broward County, same place as Lamar Jackson, Kodak. A lot of really, and they're definitely a huge part of that culture that I really love about Florida, and that they're all celebrating. So gotta love that. But and Malix is back in the lineup. It's good to see that he's batting eighth. Bogey's back in the lineup. But it's like I can't commend him for putting Malix and Bogey back in the lineup. It's like we gave up a lot to get these guys. It's like they should be in the lineup every single day.
Exactly.
I just don't need to see Marmolejos is now getting every single day time. It's like, Marmolejos, you went 0 for 4. Okay, take this first base spot from Evan White. Evan White, you go sit on the bench after you've been a Gold Glover, because we don't want our infield to keep playing good defense. We want our infield to start playing bad defense again. Oh, and by the way, D, you can get out at second base, even though you've been playing really good defense. Marbo's going to be playing first base. That's really interesting. That's my biggest question mark of the entire game. And sitting Evan White to do it, that's very bold, Scott Service.
We are okay. I will say this: we are facing a right-handed pitcher, but I do think that Evan White should be our everyday first baseman, and I don't understand why that has to be the case.
I don't care, dude. If our plan was to have 9 platoon guys, then we've already failed. That's where I'm going to end my thoughts with this lineup today. Shedlong 6th, Bogey 7th, Malix 8th, and Joe Hudson 9th. And then in the field, it's going to be Joe Hudson, that's my thoughts on the lineup. If we want 9 platoons, we've already lost. That's where I'm going to end my thoughts on this lineup today.
Okay.
What do you have any final closing thoughts for this lineup, Jack?
I don't like how I think Vogelback and Marmolejos should switch spots in the lineup, but
yeah, but that's too minor for me to even give a crap about when it's.
If anything, I think this will definitely be a tough game today, sort of like it was yesterday.
Yeah. Anyway, score predictions. Let's go score prediction for Lakers and score prediction for M's. First of all, Lakers is starting in just a minute.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 106, 93.
All right. I'm gonna go. You going Lakers, obviously.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna take the 106-93. I'm gonna take the 90. 110-99 Lakers.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll go with that. M's now.
M's, I'm gonna go 4-2.
Yeah, this doesn't feel like a 4-2 day to me. That seems too textbook for the M's these days. With how many relievers, we see too many relievers these days in general. We see 6 innings out of each bullpen. I'm gonna say
it'll be a low scoring game.
I'm gonna say it's gonna be 8-7. Again.
Oh what?
No, it's gonna be 8-6. 8-6 M's.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. So there's our score predictions. Yeah. Thanks for tuning in. We're about to go watch the Lakers. We'll see you guys later tonight. And if not, then tomorrow. One more big announcement, Jack. Yeah, let's let them know. So basically tomorrow, we're going to be bringing back our This Week in Sports podcast. That's where me and Jack really get to chop it up about all the sports that we want to. So we're going to chop it up about the Seahawks, Jamal Adams, talk about football and basketball scouting for the next drafts. I mean, football less actually, but basketball definitely. And football, we'll talk about the current college football season, which will transition into draft uh, stuff later down the line, like December. That's all hoping. We're just hoping that football actually happens this year.
Well, I did see that the SEC is adopting a 10-game schedule.
Yeah, so we'll see. Anyway, so we'll see all that. Well, we don't want to get into the specifics of if football's happening because that's a nightmare
Yeah.
at this point.
Exactly. Yeah.
Anyway, but we'll get into all that crap tomorrow. So be sure to check it out. Yeah. With that being said, go M's, go Lakers. Yeah, go M's, go Lakers, and go M's.
Yep. There you go. All right. We'll see you tomorrow.
All right, we'll see you later tonight or tomorrow.